a word that's pulling people up and out of something. And so I watch that. I watch the tenor. How are we? Watch how people are treating people. I understand we all have different personalities. I love that. But how, and I've watched people do it, treat people who are the guard. I was in a meeting one time. I remember I had my 6-year-old, my son was 6, he's now 23. We're in a meeting. I won't say the name of the church or the city to protect the guilty, but we were in this meeting, and
is this one of my meetings?
No. I was really excited about the meeting. I had my son there because he was 6 and hearing God, and I wanted him to, and they were taking the offering, okay, and there's one of these meetings where there's 2 and 3 offerings, and I understand all of it, but it was so manipulative. And at the end, this prophetic or prophet person was saying, at the end of her ministry, I want people to get a significant offering and bring a significant offering, and I'll pray for you. So I watched this lady come to the front, obviously desperate, has something in an envelope, hands it to the lady. The lady opens the envelope, $10 bill in the envelope, goes, "This is not significant," and basically rebukes her, dispels her, and lets her feel insignificant, and kind of shuns her away. I went to the pastor and I said, "If you don't stop it, I'm going to stop it." And they didn't stop it. And so I went up and I whispered to the lady and I said, "Hey, that's not right."
It gave the check, or the one that
the one that was the prophet person.
Okay.
So that's not God. That's not right. If you keep it up, I'm leaving. Well, she did it again. So I told the pastor, "If you don't stop it, I'm out of here." They didn't stop it, so I took my son. I said, "Now you've seen what not to do." And I walked out. And they were trying to give me a check. And I said, "I can't take anything from the meeting." "Well, why can't you take anything from the meeting?" Because it's unholy.
Right.
What you've just done is manipulate. You just fleeced the flock. You've actually, that's emotion, that's manipulation, that's divination, that's wrong. So even if every word that person gave, I would never read one more of her books. I would never ever put myself in a meeting with that person again.
Have you ever had to call out anyone? I mean, that was one example. Have you ever had to do that over the years?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you share? Because I think a lot of times we share the good stuff, and I think a lot of people, they look at our movement like the Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
And they don't know what goes on behind closed doors.
So when I say in Ephesians that he has given some to be apostles, prophets, pastors, teachers, and evangelists, equip the saints to do the work of the ministry, and I say that's a governmental function.
Yeah.
Okay.
Define that.
Okay. So
Because people think control.
No. So
Okay.
it has nothing to do with control. It has everything to do with accountability.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm holding you in account for your actions, good and bad, but I'm also holding you in account for your ability. So if I see somebody getting sloppy in their ministry, all they do is preach this. I understand we have life messages. We all do, right? But if somebody just has their same 3, blah, 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 and I'm like, 5 years later, I'm like, dude, right?
Okay. No, I get it, man.
But there's a difference between when the anointing is on a life message
I'm with you.
and somebody who just doesn't prepare.
I totally am with
They
you.
are not spending time in the presence of God, and you know it. This is just their business transaction.
Yep.
So my job is to go, "Hey, you're better than that. The giftings of God are in you." So why did you walk in miracles and now you're backing up from that? Why did you actually used to minister to people like you really love them, and now it's like, yeah, there's my offering's worth.
Yeah.
So we're holding them in account for their ability. We're also holding them in account for their actions